everybody. If you haven't met me yet, my name is Colton Wood. I'm the head trainer at Limitless Fitness right now. I'm kind of going to go over you a little bit of a resistance band slash suspension training. Suspension training is like a TRX. If you don't know what a TRX is, it is the same thing as this, but without the resistance bands, and it just has the suspension training to where it's not moving. As you can tell, if I pull this, it doesn't move. If I pull the resistance, I can move that resistance, okay? So the best thing about this KO8 is it has resistance bands plus the suspension training, so you don't have to buy two, it's 2-in-1, okay? So to set this up, we have this little ring right here. This little ring needs to go behind the door. So the door is going to shut with it behind. So when you pull on it, the door stops it just like this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come here. This is just a normal garage door on this. Just like that. It locks. And then you want to make sure it locks. So put some pressure on it. The reason why I'm doing it on my garage door is because we actually have a nice day out today. It's probably about 65 degrees and it was pretty cold this morning, which I wasn't expecting, so it's kind of nice that we got some sunshine. I'm just going to kind of go over some basic workouts with you for the KO8. When I say KO8, this could be a resistance band, okay? So a resistance band could just be tied to a pole instead of a door, or you can tie it to anything that it can go around, because we're just going to do basic things right now. So on this KO8, we're going to do flies. Okay, so we're going to be in a lunge. We're just coming here, open chest, keeping those arms slightly bent, and we're just going here right now. So as I'm coming back, we're really keeping that chest open. We're squeezing through our chest, but I'm not rounding. You don't want that round. You want to keep that chest open, that scapula pulled, and we're pulling just through here, just using our arms. Okay, if you want, you can start here and add a little twist onto it, where we're supinated or pronated, push into a supinated position. So pronation, supination. Okay? That's our first thing we're going to do. Our second thing, they're just rows. Okay? So we're going to be in a nice squat. We'll be right about here, and we're just going rows here. I'm going to move this way, and that's the thing about this is it'll slide, but it still is on that door, so you can move as much as you want. So here, keeping that chest nice and open, we're just going rows. Really focusing on the squeeze through that upper back. Right through here. Or you can do alternated. Just like that. Or one arm, holding. And the reason why I'm holding is because you're always keeping tension while you're doing the rows on the other arm. Okay? So that's what you want to feel on that. When it comes to the lunge rows, same exact thing on this. We're going to go lunge. And the foot that went back is the same arm. So you're going lunge, row. Step up, lunge, row. And we're going to be doing all these exercises for a minute straight. And we'll talk about that a little bit after I'm done showing you guys this. Okay, so after the lunge rows, we are going to do KO8 bicep curls and tricep extensions overhead. Okay, so the bicep curls, you can either use the resistance on this, just like this, same thing on those tricep extensions. Really keeping those elbows by your ears. So I want you guys here right now, pushing through, okay? Just kind of like that, okay? Really focusing on keeping those elbows in, not flaring those elbows out. It'll isolate those tricep in that big head, okay? Or if you don't want to use the resistance and you want to use the suspension that doesn't move, we're going to go here. And here. So as you can tell, when I go here, it doesn't move anymore. It stays in one spot. Okay? So what you want to be doing is we're coming here. We're keeping those elbows up. And the best thing about this is you can use your own body. I'm sure you could probably tell as I started here, noticed it was too easy, and I moved forward. Then if you want to make it a little harder and you want to go here, where we're going here, it gets to a point where you're fatigued and you can't do anymore, you take that step back and you finish out the minute, okay? That's where you go on this. Same thing for tricep extensions, okay? Go in here, then you're just gonna use your own body. I like to use my own body weight for everything, so if I could choose resistance over body weight, I will always choose body weight over resistance, just because that is my expertise. My expertise is body weight. I can do a whole body weight thing on this for you guys, but I just want to show you the basics of this so that you guys can do it at home. If you have resistance bands, great. If you have a TRX, great. Same exact thing. The only thing is with the TRX, you're always going to use your own body weight, okay? So instead of doing lunge rows, you would just do leaning rows with your own body. Or even chest, here. You're using your body weight. If you need to kick back a little bit, kick back a little bit. And we're doing push-ups, okay? So that's how you could use it on this, okay? Same thing on those tricep extensions. Right here, keeping those elbows up, not letting those elbows flare out, keeping them really tight. But as you can tell, I'm always keeping this hollow shape. You never want to let your belly out where you're sticking your belly to the ground. That's going to either hurt your lower back or you're not going to have enough tension to where you're only isolating the triceps on that. Also, if you keep that core tight, it's a good core workout, that's for sure. These are a little bit harder. Also, it's a movement where you're using your whole body, but I got to open this door and I got to put it at the low anchor. So right now it's at the high anchor. That's what this would be called. Low anchor, you're going to place it at the bottom of the door, okay? So as you can tell, kind of watch yourself because I almost just hit myself in the face doing that. So you come here, put it right underneath, make sure it goes under the door, shut that door, pull, make sure it locks, just like that, okay? On this one, we're going to go back to the resistance. And these are pretty easy to move and use. They're pretty user-friendly when it comes to these. On this, we're at low anchor, okay? So you're pulling up on that instead of pulling down. That's what the low anchor does, okay? So on this, we're here. We're going squat to a push press, okay? Squat, push press, okay? As you can tell, if you need more resistance, put more resistance. So there's 3 bungees on this one. I'm only using 2 right now. But as you could probably see, as I'm moving forward a lot, you want to go pretty much straight up and straight down. So if you're here, pushing through. But I didn't get all my resistance on my squat, so I just moved forward, squat, to a push press. Okay? Really keeping that chest up on your squat, keeping those arms, and when you're pushing through that push press, you want to keep that back open, keeping your chest open, squeezing through the scapula, making sure the traps stay down, not up here. That's where you're gonna round that back. And you're always trying to be as safe as possible. So start slow, go a little faster when you need that tempo, okay? So right now, those movements, I want you guys to either, with a resistance band, a TRX, or a KO8 if you have one. These KO8s, I think they run about $170. They're amazing for home workouts though, especially right now during this coronavirus time. 170 bucks and you have a whole home gym to yourself. That's a lot better than buying free weights for close to $5 grand. I can tell you that right now. So what you want to do is either with any of those, we're going 4 rounds, minute each exercise. Okay, again, 4 rounds, minute each exercise, and then you're done for the day. Okay, so that's what I would really like for you guys to do. I'm going to start posting a lot more of this type of working out for you guys so that you guys can get doing it at home. That's why I wanted to be outside. It's a nice day out. Be outside as much as you possibly can with social distancing, of course. But it's one of those things where the sun's out. Why not be outside? Okay, so I hope you guys really liked the video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave it in the comment section. Or you guys can email me personally at wood.colton02@gmail.com. Thank you guys very much. Hope you guys enjoy.